Now it is time for our final lesson of the day, which is our topic lesson. We have been learning all about space and the solar system. Let's have a quick recap on what planets we have been looking at. Okay, right, we of course learnt about the sun and how all the planets orbit the sun. Then we learnt about the planet closest to the sun. Can you remember what that is? The little planet Mercury. Then we learnt about the very rocky planet Venus. Then of course the third planet, our planet Earth. After Earth, we learnt about the next planet, the red planet Mars. And then of course yesterday you were learning all about Jupiter, the biggest planet, and you did your writing all about Jupiter. Today we are going to learn about the next planet, which is this lovely planet which has lots of rings. We're going to learn about Saturn. It says here, Saturn is circled by beautiful rings. Wonder what they are made of. Ah, the rings are made of chunks of ice and rock. Some chunks are as big as a car. Oh wow, that's very big. And others are as small as a pebble. Lovely, so we're thinking all about Saturn today. Now, you are going to do a little bit more reading and learning about Saturn. And then you're going to get your planet template from your red folder and you're going to do a little bit of writing about this lovely planet. So let's have a little look and practice writing a sentence together. Saturn. So we have learned that Saturn has lots of rings. So maybe that's what we can write. Saturn has rings. It's quite a short sentence. I know you can think of something more interesting, but we'll practice writing that for now. Saturn has rings. Our title here, Saturn. And then we have our lines for our writing. Can you remember anything that we need to remember and think about when we are doing our writing? I'll give you a minute to think of 3 things. Okay, what did you come up with? I can think of doing capital letters at the start of a line. At the start of a sentence, we must remember a capital letter. I remembered finger spaces between our words. I remembered full stops at the end of our sentence, and also doing our best writing, sitting neatly on the line, not floating up and not sinking down, sitting neatly on the line. Okay, let's have a little practice. Saturn has rings. So our sentence has 3 words. So Saturn, oh, we can just copy it off the title here. Saturn, Saturn, yes, there we go, Saturn, and then we're going to write our next word. Saturn has, so I'm going to leave a finger space and write has, has, rings. Oh, I definitely don't have enough space at the end of the line there, so I'll start on a new line. Rings, rings. So the first sound I can hear, Oh, our digraph that we learnt already. Rings. And to make a word have s at the end, we just put a s like that. Rings. Great. Let me check my sentence. Saturn. So I copied it from there. Saturn has rings. Great. That's the end of my sentence and I'm happy with it, so I can put a full stop. Now, I know that you can think of your own much more interesting sentences. Maybe you want to write a little bit more about Saturn's rings, what they are made of, and how some of the rocks are as big as a car and how some are as small as a little pebble. Or you might want to write a little bit about Saturn's moon. Saturn has lots of moons and the biggest one is called Titan. Maybe you want to write a little bit about that. Once you have done your writing, you can decorate your picture to make it look more like Saturn. You mustn't forget Saturn's rings. And then you can cut and stick it into your phonics book. Right, girls, that's it for today. I hope you work hard on your lessons at home and make sure you always try your very, very best. And I will see you all tomorrow. So it's goodbye from Daisy Dog, who is sitting over there. Goodbye, Daisy Dog. And it's goodbye from me. Mwah.